Hey y'all, welcome to the Assembly series. I created this series for believers so we can just look at the 7 assemblies in Hazon 2 and 3, which is Revelation 2 and 3. Remember, these are not just old churches. These are actual spiritual profiles that Yahusha was telling us about. Every single one of us lines up with one of these. So I'm going to read direct quotes from him, Yahusha, and we're going to just dissect it historically, spiritually, geographically, so we can get the deep dive exactly what he's trying to tell us. So this assembly that we're going to be talking about is Philadelphia. So Philadelphia was this small city that was actually built on a fault line. Earthquakes were constant. People lived in temporary housing, always ready to flee. Honestly, they were used to instability. But Yahusha speaks to them, not as the mighty, but as the faithful few who never let go. This is the assembly that didn't have big platforms or flashy power, but heaven was wide open for them. Alright, so we're going to start at verse 7 and Hazon 3, Revelation 3. And to the messenger of the assembly in Philadelphia write, he who is set apart, he who is true, he who has the key of David, which is David, he who opens and no one shuts, and shuts and no one opens, says this. So Yahusha is introducing himself as the one with the key, meaning your access doesn't depend on man-made opportunity. If I open it, it stays open. And if I close it, no one can pry it open. Okay, verse 8. I know your works. See, I have set before you an open door, and no one is able to shut it. That you have little power, yet have guarded my word, and have not denied my name. So they are not powerful, they're not influential. But Yahusha says, you guarded my word, and you didn't deny my name, even when it costs you. So he's not praising their numbers here, he's praising their loyalty. Okay, verses 9 and 10. See, I'm giving up those of the congregation of Satan, who say they are Yehudim and are not, but lie. And see, I am making them come and worship before your feet, and to know that I have loved you. Because you have guarded the word of my endurance, I also shall guard you from the hour of trial, which shall come upon all the world, to try those who dwell on the earth. So he's saying here, you let them mock you, you let them call you wrong, you stayed humble. Now I'm going to flip it for you. They will bow, not to you, but to my love for you. And then he gives him a promise that most people misquote. Because you guarded my endurance, I will guard you in the hour of trial. That is not an escape clause. That is divine protection for the loyal. Okay, verse 11. See, I am coming speedily. Hold what you have, that no one take your crown. So Yahusha isn't saying, go get more. He's saying, hold what you already have. Don't lose it. Okay, verse 12. He who overcomes, I shall make him a supporting post in the dwelling place of my Elohim, and he shall by no means go out. And I shall write on him the name of my Elohim, and the name of the city of my Elohim, the renewed Yerushalayim, which comes down out of the heaven from my Elohim, and my renewed name. Man, that is so awesome, because to a bunch of people who live in these fragile temporary houses, and they're constantly running away from earthquakes and having to rebuild, Yahusha is telling them, I will make you a pillar. You will never have to leave again. You will be unshakable in my presence. Verse 13, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies. Self-explanatory. Listen and understand. So I want you to really, truly ask yourself these couple of questions and meditate on it. So do I measure faithfulness by strength or by consistency? Would Yahusha say I guarded his word or just quoted it? And if everything shook in my life, would I still be standing?